What is up in the world of sports, guys? No, seriously, what's up? Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for. JJ here from Sports Nation with another top 10. This time, you gotta go long as we're counting down the top 10 best football players of all time. In at number 10 is the defensive end Reggie White. Reggie dominated, and I mean dominated, the line of scrimmage throughout his 15-year career, playing into his late 30s. From a three-point stance, would anticipate the snap count and shrug his shoulders before tossing aside yet another 300-pound lineman. Then he would move in to take a shot at the quarterback. Peekaboo, I see you. Before retirement, White went on to rack up an NFL record of 198 sacks, 13 consecutive Pro Bowl appearances, and one Super Bowl championship with the Green Bay Packers. At number 9, we have Tom Brady. Brady has to be one of the greatest rags to riches stories of all time, in my opinion. Entering the NFL as a dowdy 6th round pick out of Michigan, the 33-year-old has already taken home 4 Lombardi trophies and 3 Super Bowl MVP awards. Statistically, Brady has been equally as impressive as any other quarterback to ever play professional football. Number 8 is Don Hutson. Don dominated his position as the game's first big-time wide receiver. Several of Hutson's records stood for decades before finally being broken by Steve Largent and Jerry Rice. Today, Hutson still holds the NFL record for the most seasons spent leading the league in touchdowns. He caught a league-leading 74 balls for 1,211 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns. These numbers were unreal during his era. At number 7, we have Dick Butkus. This linebacker was a fear tackler with his shoulder pads and blood-curdling shrieks. He was 6'3" and 250 pounds. Butkus patrolled the middle of the field as an enforcer, and contrary to his reputation as a total goon, he was a student of the game. He was able to flow the football from sideline to sideline, make tackles, strip the ball carrier, and wreak havoc. At number 6, we have Johnny. Johnny was as American as apple pie with his crew cut hairstyle. I might be slightly jealous. As a quarterback, Johnny was credited for authoring the 2-minute drill and 4th quarter comeback. He's noted as Baltimore Colt, leading the NFL in passing on 4 separate occasions and winning the league MVP 3 times. However, Johnny put all his talents into the greatest game ever played, which ushered football in the television era and pitted 17 Hall of Famers against each other. Late in the game, Johnny engineered 2 separate 80-yard drives to send the contest into overtime on a short field goal and claim the title for Baltimore. At number 5, we have Walter Payton. Payton pretty much outworked everyone else. At 5 foot tall and 200 pounds, Payton was neither physically imposing nor was he blessed with track star speed, but he was known for his iron will to finish off runs. He owned the rushing record books at the end of his 13-year career with the Chicago. By retirement, he had racked up 16,726 rushing yards and 110 touchdowns. He also led the NFL in carries for 4 consecutive seasons. At number 4, we have Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence was the maddest of all madmen because of his pure explosiveness. His game was hands down a defensive weapon. In the 3-4 scheme, Taylor lined up all over the field to sell out his body to force turnovers and destroy careers. As a sack artist, Taylor compiled 132.2 quarterback sacks over his 13-year career, which is 9th of all time. Covers wise, Taylor was able to drop back and man up against running backs into the flat, which made him a standout teammate and all-around player. In at number 3, we have Joe Montana. Montana has claimed 4 Lombardi trophies and 3 Super Bowl MVP awards. He possessed a quiet confidence, and his ability to deliver the football with precision was a perfect fit for the precise timing of the West Coast offense. In the prolific West Coast offense, Montana was able to dump off short passes to the likes of Jerry Rice, John Taylor, and Roger Craig in order to have his receivers go to work with runs. He proved his toughness to the world with the catch and the beatdown of the 1988 Chicago Bears. At number 2, we have Jim Brown. Brown was able to dominate everybody over the course of his 9 seasons. He ran over, through, and around people for 12,312 rushing yards and 106 touchdowns on the ground. Having already qualified as the record holder of every significant rushing mark in the books, he shocked the world when he retired in his prime at 29. He has surpassed Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton in rushing yards, and no one has been able to beat his 5.2 yard per carry average. Finally, at number 1, we have Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was the greatest wide receiver of all time. He had the best hands and ran the most precise routes. He may even hail as the greatest blocking wide receiver of all time. Rice rewrote the NFL record books by having 1,549 receptions, 22,895 receiving yards, and 208 total touchdowns. He was for sure a threat to score on every play. Anyways guys, there you have it, the top 10 greatest football players of all time. Let me know who your favorite players are in the comment section down below, and also let me know what list you'd like to see covered. Be sure to subscribe for more sports updates and lists, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.